4G out. When you see me, I'm getting dope. On 4G out. On 4G out. On 4G out.
4G Audio Podcast. I can tell I'm wearing the same product in that last clip. Oh, how's it going? Look, I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at myself. So I have a little tip for you guys. Tip of the day, write shit down. If you think of something that might be important later, write it down. Don't think that you'll remember it because
you will not.
There's a very good chance you won't. And the reason why I say that is because I forget the intro for the episode. Any motherfucking way, I'm Stylez the Prophet.
I'm B Show.
And I'm Jonesy.
Together with the Basement Weirdos, and I feel comfortable because you guys can see my eyeballs. Yeah. This is the 4G Audio Podcast. Welcome to episode 229.
229. We out here, man.
You know what's funny? Sorry to interrupt your thing there about you were saying comfortable and seeing your eyeballs.
Yeah.
I had someone comment about the fact that you wear shades too much and it makes them feel uncomfortable because
really,
they can't see your eyeballs.
No way. So who? Well, I mean, whatever. It doesn't matter. But the thing is, so I remember, so actually that's like a catch-22, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
do I feel uncomfortable or do I let them feel uncomfortable,
Right.
you know? But the thing is the only reason I thought of it, and I've worn these before, but it's just now, like, literally as soon as it came onto us on the screen, I noticed my eyes were looking up there, and I'm like, they can see it.
Yeah.
But with my other sunglasses, most of the time you can't really see it.
Yeah.
Right.
Shit, somebody said that it feels uncomfortable. But the thing is I also like that
They need the eye contact, right?
Nico,
Like,
Nico poster boy, he was like, remember I took the sunglasses off? He's like, yo, he's like, I fucking forget you have eyes, man.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah, I
you're like
remember
Little John.
that, yeah.
So I like that, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, oh, yeah, like, he's known for always wearing the sunglasses, you know? That's not why I do it, but once he said that, I'm like, cool, yeah, I like that, like,
It's part of
persona
the
or
look,
that, like,
yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Ooh, the mystery. But at the same time, like, I feel bad that someone feels uncomfortable. And the thing is I sometimes will make a point to look directly at the camera when addressing people or whatever. But now that you say that,
you just like slide the shades down.
they don't see that I'm looking at them. Yeah, I should be like, you know, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sorry for that. But you know what? The thing is I kind of have sensitive eyes and there's a lot of lights in here. But also, I did it originally because, like, I was like, oh, there's lights in here, and, like, I look cooler with them on. But I honestly think it was, like, what's that? Big Daddy, you know? Like, if I wear the sunglasses,
yeah.
no one can see me, and I feel more
Yeah.
comfortable and stuff, you know?
It's the confidence, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. There's
So-
been times where I wish I still wore contacts, so I could have worn sunglasses in here, you know? The thought has went through my head.
I have a confession to
Just
make.
get the LASIK shit, man.
One day I will probably get the surgery done for sure. One day.
One day.
So I have a confession to make.
Oh, okay.
Last weekend, I declared that I wasn't going to drink anymore. And the very next day, I drank.
Drank.
But here's the thing, okay?
This guy.
So my birthday was on or around last Wednesday, and I drank that night because it was my birthday.
Of course.
And then I didn't eat cake on my birthday. No, actually, wait. Yeah, no, I didn't eat cake on my birthday.
No.
But I was planning to. And then so on Friday we did the podcast. I told everyone I wasn't gonna drink anymore. You guys all saw it. You
Yeah.
guys saw it too. And the very next day, so on my birthday too, or like the day before my birthday, my good friend VC mentioned that he would buy me a bottle of scotch for my birthday. So you don't have to. So on my birthday he didn't, and I thought, good, like he didn't have to, and he didn't, you know.
Yeah.
So then he picked me up to go to Bully's cottage. Shout out to Bully. And he picked me up to go to the cottage, and he was like, right away, he goes, I got you that bottle of scotch. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck. And I was like, well, like, you know, I was like, thank you. And I was like, but like, try not to drink.
Yeah.
And like, as I said it, I'm like, it's the worst thing to say to someone that just
Yeah.
gave you a gift. So I was like, I'm trying not to drink, but I'll drink today with you, you know? And I was like, fuck it. So I
Fuck
ended up
it.
drinking that and some, I forgot to bring the tequila in too.
Oh, shit.
Because he left a bottle of tequila with me. Well, it was like part bottle. We drank the other part.
Would've
But
been
so I
tasty.
did end up drinking again. But the thing is Monday today, no drinking. I also just came off, you know what?
Yeah, tell the people.
Jesus, you know what?
This is huge.
Jonesy, you don't even know either. I was just telling my friend on the phone, but I did a 94-hour fast this week.
Oh, I saw that on your post.
94 hours. I was trying to go 96, but here's the thing, okay?
Like 94 hours straight?
Straight, no food, only water.
Just water.
So,
And I will add that he like barely broke it today. Barely.
Well, I did after I ate the chicken and the rice or chicken and the.
Oh, you had
yeah.
that plate.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right.
But yeah, whenever I first ate, I just had like a little thing of soup, hot and sour soup, by the way, which is amazing. And I ate the rest of my brother's chicken wings that he didn't like. He didn't like them, by the way, because he got honey garlic, and the wings were like seasoned, and then they put honey garlic on it.
Yeah.
Oh, so they're like. Oh, right.
Oh, sorry, they're hot honey. Okay, sorry. But point is whatever the sauce was that's on them, he didn't like the wings because they were like seasoned, like they put some kind of like salt stuff on them.
Nobody
And then
seasons wings before you put the sauce on them.
some people do, man. Some wings are already seasoned, but the thing is everything on their menu had like a little asterisk and like a little thing and little letters and all this, and it was like all of them were the same thing. It's like seasoned with our special spice blend or whatever,
Yeah.
you know. But anyways, enough about that. What he's saying is, yeah, I had a little bit of soup and then I had like a couple bites of chicken wings. So at first, I really only barely broke it. But my friend last night, I was only going to go 72 hours, okay? I was going to go 72 hours.
That sounds like even slightly more reasonable.
Still sounds hard though, eh?
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm telling you, man, today I would have gone until tomorrow if I didn't have shit to do. But I fucking could have done it, man. Because like even. But anyways, so my point is I was gonna go 72 hours. So my friend kept bugging me like, oh, like eat the night before. She's like, eat. Like, no, I'm good. So then they were under the impression. You guys want this? Oh yeah, that's right. No, you don't. They were under the impression that like I could eat at some point during the day, and I was like, no, like never at all during the day. Like I don't eat anything. So then later, like, can you eat now? I'm like, no. So anyways, the
Like
next
some kind of religious thing where you can only eat
Yeah.
between this time and
After
this
two
time.
or
yeah,
three,
or like
yeah.
even like intermittent fasting, like, oh yeah, between this time, like no, I'm like it's fasting like all the way through. So okay, yeah. So then that was like after about 50 hours. So the next day I was sitting at our house. There was a bunch of us there. We're playing darts. We're hanging out, and I'm like, we're almost at 72 hours, and like, all right, I could eat, whatever. And like, if I'm eating like chicken and vegetables, right? So this girl's like, oh, like, are you gonna stay for dinner? And I was like, I'll probably be here, but like, I'm probably not gonna eat. And because now at this point I had decided that I was gonna go the 96, because I'm like, man, I'm at 72, and I'm like, I want food, but like, I can do it,
Yeah.
like whatever, I'm gonna do it. So then I'm like, no, I'm not eating. She's like, are you sure? She's like, I'm making chicken and sweet potatoes and asparagus.
I was gonna say yeah, vegetable.
And for some reason I was gonna say anyways, doesn't matter. Anyways, so she tells me this, I'm like, sounds fucking amazing. I was like, oh my god, like I almost want to break it now, because like I had just decided that I'm gonna continue fasting.
Yeah.
And she tells me she's making this amazing food. I'm like, oh fuck.
Temptation.
So then, yeah, and I even go into the house later and I get a water and I fucking see the chicken. It's a spatchcock chicken, all like fucking sitting there. I'm like, oh man, but spread out and shit.
Just
anyways,
waiting.
so anyways, yeah. So then she's like, yo, can you go pick up my friend or whatever, right? So I go and pick up our friend, and he comes out and he's got a box in his hand, and like looks like maybe a box that a cake would come in,
Yeah.
like donuts or something. And so I just want to know what's in the box. And he's
Oh,
like,
what's in
and
the
like
box?
he doesn't know if he should put it in the back seat or carry it in the front, and I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever. And I'm like, bring it in the front. Yeah. I'm like, he gets in. I'm like, what is that? He's like, donuts. He's like, there's none for you, Slim.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, yeah. So then like, but he also didn't know I was fasting, so I thought he knew that, like, oh, there's none for you, but he was just fucking with me.
Yeah.
So we go and he's like, oh yeah, here, man, like, I have a donut. He opens it up. I'm like, oh my god, they're like donut sandwiches. Like, it's just like sour or whipped cream inside or whatever, but it's just like donut or maybe 2 donuts, but I think it's a donut cut in half, and then they like put the fucking sandwich.
Shit.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, those look so crazy, man. He's like, you want one? I'm like, no. Like,
Yeah.
I can't. Even too though, like it's sugar, right? So I shouldn't even, like, even if I was eating food, I shouldn't eat it anyways.
Yeah.
But
Or that first, you know.
so
yeah.
then he gives me. I ended up, I'm like, yo, I'm like, actually, man, I'll take one for tomorrow. He's like, yeah, man, fuck, you take one for your dad. He's like, yeah, whatever. I actually text fucking BZ and showed him a picture. He's like, you should get me one, man.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah. So I tell Buddy that. He's like, take them all, man. So I end up with
Take a
80 of these
yeah.
fucking donuts. I'm like, oh man. But anyways, like I said, all these temptations, right? It's like, oh shit, like,
Yeah.
oh man. Like,
And
do
you
I
don't
do it?
come
Like,
across donuts like that every day, you know? Tim
Even
Hortons
too-
doesn't have
even
that
too,
shit.
I'm like,
Susie Q donuts.
well, yeah, I'm like,
fucking
oh
the
yeah,
way to
where are
go.
they from? Because I'm thinking like, oh, where are they from? Like, you know, maybe
Yeah.
I'll find out and just go and get one someday, you know,
Right.
whatever. He's like, oh, it's like some place in Belleville.
Oh,
I was like, okay, cool. I'm like, I'll take your fucking donuts. Then.
Yeah.
But yeah, so but the thing is man, like I said, when I hit last night at 6, I'm like, okay, it's 72 hours. I've completed my goal, but I'm like, let's just keep doing it because like I felt good.
Yeah.
Like whatever. As the night went on, I was starting to like lose energy, and like Buddy was making fun of me because like it's pretty slow. Like I wasn't like I couldn't think of words and stuff, and like I
Yeah,
was
at that
saying
point,
things
man, it's
backwards
like
and stuff.
you should have like okay, I've reached my goal. I'm like any point
Yeah,
after
but
this,
the
like
thing
if I
is-
eat
Yeah,
food,
yeah.
like,
But here's my
whatever,
theory.
right?
Here's my theory though, right? So I hit 72 hours. Okay, cool. I complete my goal. I honestly don't feel like eating. Like yeah, they show me the food and shit, and like yeah, okay, it smells good, looks good, this and that, and like it's appetizing to me. Like okay, I want to eat it, but at the
Yeah.
same time, I'm like I'm not hungry, man. Like I'm not hurting to like have this, you
Yeah.
know. So and I'm surviving, right? But like I said, I'd already made the decision. The food was already out, and everyone ate it, and she packed it away, and fucking all this shit, right? So now it's like later at night, and I'm like, okay, I am losing my energy, and like whatever. But then I also too, man, I hit a fucking thing of energy. I go take a piss. I come back in. I'm like, yeah, I'm like rapping and shit, whatever. Like the night before, man. So Wednesday night, fucking couldn't sleep, man. I'm sitting on the couch, like,
Just buzz.
and I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck, man? I'm like, why the fuck, like,
yeah.
as if, man. So like I said, it's like it's weird because it's like you have energy, you don't. Like sometimes
yeah,
you do.
yeah.
It's your body.
It's crazy, yeah, working through everything that needs to
yeah.
work through.
But
right,
like
yeah.
I said, like you saying, like, you know, at that point you should eat. In my mind, I'm like, hey, I hit the 6 o'clock. Here's 72 hours. If I wait another like 6 hours at the most,
surely I'll get another boost.
no, I'll
Yeah.
go to sleep and then I
Yeah.
get another fucking 6 to 8 hours,
Yeah.
right? I just cheat another 6 to 8 hours, and then if I wake up and I'm fucking like hurting and dying, like I'm gonna go eat food, or like I'll eat food right away, right? I woke up, man, and I was like, even when I woke up, I opened my eyes and went, bing. Man, I could do it till tomorrow. And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah. And I went on the day for a little while. I was like, okay, let's see. I'm like, I literally could go till fucking tomorrow, man. So I felt good. But the only reason I did is
Are you
'cause
smoking like a lot of weed too?
I smoke weed, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Because, man, I couldn't do that. Like,
Me
I feel
neither,
like I'd
man.
like have to cave so
Oh, but
fast.
I'm the like.
So many people say this. It makes me feel better then.
I feel like when you come out of this, you will be able to
It's a legit
to
accomplishment,
say no
man.
to that unnecessary eating habits.
It's
you know? 'Cause,
discipline,
like,
I already
I'll
have.
eat dinner, man, and
Yeah.
then I'll be like, where the fuck is the sugar at? You know, like cookies in there, I'm eating them all. Like, and it's because I fucking work all day in the sun. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like I could eat everything when I come off that roof, but realistically, I shouldn't be doing that. Like, it's bad for my fucking body.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm the same. Like,
But to be smoking weed and not eating, that's like when you're like sitting there thinking of these crazy
Yeah.
No,
And
yeah,
I was
well-
gonna say, sorry, I feel like that's why I do crave and get it's the munchies, right? But
Oh,
yeah,
for
I
sure.
smoke and then I'm like, I gotta eat.
Put peanut butter on a banana.
But yo, here's the thing though, is like, man, like I've learned so much from it too, like, and like I don't mean like learning about it. Like, yeah, I've learned a lot about that too. Like, cause like, man, in the third day, this is shit too. Like, I always forget. People ask me about it. I'm like, oh, this and that, whatever. And then like I watch other stuff and I go, oh man, I forgot to tell them that. Like, oh, I forgot to tell them this. Man, in the third day, they're saying that like your body autophagy. There's like some doctor got a Nobel Peace Prize or some shit or like whatever for this. Autophagy. It's like something. Yeah, I can't even explain it. But the guy
look
broke
it
it
up.
down basically. Like he puts the word and then in like layman's terms, like in brackets type shit, he puts like reverses terminal illnesses. It's good for your immune system. It's good for your stomach, man. Like but the thing is like, you know, like I actually like notice it. Cellular repair, yeah, man. It's what do you call that? You know when people
So
get
it's
the
like-
stem cell shit.
yeah, it's like Greek,
Your stem.
meaning self-devouring. Follow degradation of cells that remove unnecessary dysfunctional components.
You get rid
through-
of cancerous cells and shit, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like so natural growth hormone. Yeah. So okay, in the first 24 hours, man, your testosterone goes up. Fuck. And when I say this chick was showing like actual like information of like studies that were done. You know, your fucking testosterone goes up 1,300%. 1,300% in the first 24 hours. In the first 48 hours, you're like once you hit
Just like
the
by not
second
eating
day,
or whatever.
Yeah, once you hit the second day, your human growth hormone goes up by 500%. But like something I was learning recently, I was watching a video the other day, and it's like they're saying like, okay, picture this. You're
I'm actually good on that stuff.
you're like we're cavemen and shit, right? Or we're like whatever.
Well, yeah.
Where
'cause
it's back
think
in the
about-
day, we're trying to eat, right?
They don't eat.
So
near
we
as
go
often
out,
as we
right?
do.
So yeah, well,
Yeah.
but yeah, so
Yeah.
but we're all hunters, right?
Yeah.
We live in a fucking town or whatever, like a village or whatever, right? There's gonna be the hunters that go get the shit. So we go get the shit, then we bring it back and we share it all, right? We all share it, whatever. We have our feast and this and that. But then like we don't eat for a while.
Yeah.
But then there comes a point where we get hungry and our fucking body changes and starts to fucking make us prepare for the hunt.
Yeah. Right.
So that's why your testosterone goes up. That's why your fucking growth hormone goes up.
Right,
That's why
yeah.
all these things are changing in your body so that you can go out and do this thing. So they even say that like before you break your fast, you should fucking work out because it'll take all that fucking extra fat and sugar and all this and use it for that fucking because
What
now
you're
your body's
doing.
like, I need to survive through this
Yeah.
workout.
Fight mode, right?
Do it, go eat a big meal, and you are starting this fucking like this like growth process too or whatever, right? With
Yeah.
all of this testosterone and growth hormone that you've accumulated, right?
Yeah.
And then like I saw the comment here, cellular growth too, or cellular repair.
Yeah.
So like like stem cell shit.
Yeah.
So like it I don't know if it makes you like produce them or like whatever, but it's like
Sorry, I have it here.
it's it says it on here, but
It
there's something about your
destroys the damaged. Shit, I had it right here.
but that's just about the cells, right?
Yeah,
But
the
this is
destruction.
I'm talking about the stem cell shit, like
Yeah, right.
like they
okay.
take like stem cells out of your like brain or some shit or out of your spine and shit,
Yeah.
but then they'll use that, like they'll take them from
Yeah,
dead babies or whatever.
I think Joe Rogan.
But they'll
had
take
this
them,
done
yeah,
a
and
long
people
time
will
ago.
actually get it like I don't know if they inject it into them or whatever.
Yeah.
They like put it
They
wherever.
do wherever
But
they
yeah,
get
but
it,
what I'm saying is like they were even just something I saw the other day was saying that it either makes you produce them or it's like keeps them healthy or something, right? But there's so much shit, and like I had a few people be like, yeah, but how do we know that all this is true, whatever? And I'm like, yeah, I actually watched a few videos that were like, don't fucking fast and like, oh, this is why it's
Right.
bad for you and whatever, right?
Yeah.
Because I will actually go and look at all that
Yeah,
shit,
you
you know.
try to look for both sides. right?
Yeah.
And so I see it, and it's not that I don't believe it. It's just that I have benefited from this, right? And like some people are like, oh, don't starve yourself. I'm like I was just on the phone with my buddy, and he's like, yeah, like fucking, he's like, man, he's like, don't do anything that's gonna like hurt you, whatever, this and that. I'm like, man, the only reason I went for 96 hours is because I knew that I felt good, and I knew that in between that was a nap. I take a nap, get up, I don't feel right, then I fucking have to eat something.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I give in, even if it's just something small, get some sugar, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Fuck it. So it's like
Peanut butter on
I
bread.
feel it, right? But then like I said, so much has come from it. Like, yeah, I have lost some weight from it. But like even too, like the one I did, anyways, at one point I did one not long ago. It was 60 or 66 maybe, but I ate very healthy for like the next 2 weeks, like just rice and chicken and just the one meal a day, like whatever, no fucking bags of chips, no candy, no fucking pepperheads, whatever. And I feel it, man. Like even like my shits are different. Like my stomach feel like my stomach never hurts.
Yeah.
Like life is good, you know. And
Yeah.
like even just like I swear the food that I eat, if it's good food, I feel it in my muscles and in my body and
Yeah.
stuff. You know what I mean? So I swear it's
You're at
fucking
like a
real, you
better
know?
understanding.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes sense, man. It's like that old analogy of
body.
like a car, right? Like you put like premium gas in it, it's gonna run better.
What
You put in
you
like
get out of it,
exactly. You
yeah.
put in shitty.
for the
fucking,
most part though. Some cars can't run on premium gas.
Yeah.
Well, you know, whatever. It's an
But I know what
analogy.
you mean though. Yeah. Even too if you just fucking take care of the car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Put
It's
some money
true
in the car
though,
to
man. Like,
last it.
I used to wake up and be like, I need food before I go to work, you know. But honestly, I've cut breakfast pretty much completely because I find I work better when I push through the hunger. Like I'll start working and then be like, oh my god, I'm hungry. You know what I mean? But then you push through it, and I find that work, like that work ethic compared to after lunch is like I was so much faster and on point before lunch, and then I eat and I'm all slow.
Yeah.
So-
And
for
all
sure.
that.
So, oh, sorry.
Well, I was going to say, and it goes with what you were saying, like your body will use what you've put in it, right? So you just ate all this lunch, you know what I mean? And now your body's using that for energy, and it's probably not the best lunch either, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like probably like
whatever.
fast food or
yeah,
whatever,
you know what I mean? And that's why, like, usually after lunch you're like, oh my god, I'm exhausted, I'm heavy, I fucking hate this, and blah, you know what I mean?
So two things is, one is you're talking about eating the food and having the energy, are using that for the energy.
Yeah.
That's why, like, when I fast, your body is using up. It's trying to find energy.
Yeah.
I haven't put anything in it for energy.
Yeah.
So where does it go?
Right.
Or where do I get it? You know. So that's why it takes the fat and the sugar that
For
you
sure.
stored in your muscles and shit,
Yeah.
or whatever. So that's how it gets it. So like you're like starving itself, and then you're taking it from yourself. Because why would I have it laying around too, right?
Yeah.
But then even too, how you're saying the like lethargy or whatever, like you get lethargic after eating food and stuff.
Yeah, right.
So, Kevin Gates, he talks about, like, I don't even know if he would call it intermittent fasting. Like, this is just a thing in his head because of this. Like you're saying, like,
Right.
he won't eat until like later in the day, so that like dinner or later.
Yeah.
So that he's like chasing this.
So
this
he
hunger, right?
uses
Because
it the
you-
next day.
Well, no,
Or whatever.
but it's that you get, like, so even too, whenever I was talking about the story how, like, the hunters and shit like that.
Yeah.
So when we're hungry, we're more focused, and we're more like motivated to get the shit done.
Right.
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And like he says he does it on purpose, where he's like, if I get this done, I can like settle down and like eat later, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Whereas like we probably subconsciously would do that, you know what I mean? And be like, okay, yeah, like, okay, yeah, like get this done, like, and you focus and you're like, okay, I want to get it done. But you wouldn't realize that motivation came from you being hungry, you know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's just
yeah.
subconscious. But then once you eat, you're like, oh, whatever, yeah, like, because you've gotten the reward,
Yeah,
and like on top
yeah,
of it, it does
exactly.
make you tired and lethargic.
Yeah.
So you're just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's the
like,
reward thing too, you know.
Yeah.
and like you said, like most of human history, it was like for like literally the vast majority of human history, it was not being able to eat that much, right?
Yeah.
It's
sure.
only, especially in the West, right?
And you
Like,
wouldn't eat for days, too.
right? Yeah,
sometimes.
exactly, right?
And that's
There's
why
always-
people are so thankful for
So now we
food,
do
right?
have like
And
fast food, and
rituals
we can just like eat whenever we want,
Yeah.
right? And we just have it in abundance, right? I think we just like take it for granted,
Absolutely,
and it's
yeah.
tough for people to go those long distances without
Yeah.
eating,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and
'cause
in
they
order
don't
to
know.
experience those experiences that you experience,
Yeah.
right? Unless you're poor, you just can't get food, or for whatever reason, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people just have access to food, so they just
They take
Well,
it.
and it's drilled in our head that we have
Yeah,
to
that
have
you
these
have
like
to
certain...
have it.
morning
Meals.
Oh, yeah,
afternoon.
so it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but also that you have to have these certain things with it, right?
Right.
So like me and Bully were talking. By the way, shout out Bully and James Collins in the chat.
Yeah, big time.
But we were talking about it, and he's like, man, I was always like, you know, like you have like steak and potatoes, and you have like bread or
Yeah,
whatever, right? Or
right.
you have like spaghetti and meatballs and bread, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's like you have bread and butter with like everything at dinner, you know?
Yeah.
And like this is some meals like okay, you have a fucking hamburger with a bun, right? Okay, like cool, like all right, but to be like, oh, I'm having this meal and bread, you know,
Yeah.
like, and don't get me wrong, I used to I still do, but I used to love the like
Butter and
brown like flaxseed, or not flaxseed, but like the seed bread, you know?
yeah,
Yeah,
With like
right.
fucking butter and
bread.
shit
Yeah.
at dinner and shit. So but point is like it's been ingrained in our mind that we have to have these 3 meals a day, and then like, you know, fucking for the
Yeah.
most part, like especially dinner is like this big hearty fucking meal and shit, right?
Yeah, like the biggest. Yeah.
But like once I did this, and like I figured this out on my own. Even like Bully said it too. Like he did it like because he's fasted like this too, and he said the same shit. He's like, man, he's like, we don't eat out of necessity. He's like, we eat because it's either boredom, or it's because we're just like, oh, it's 12 o'clock, or
Yeah.
oh, it's 1, I haven't eaten yet,
Haven't
Yeah.
it, yeah.
and then you just do it, right? And
then you
because
feel like you have to.
even too, like, mostly because in the last year or so I've been watching like shit like that. So like, I'll watch what I eat, but I mean, like, when I say watch what I eat, I mean like for the first like fucking year, I was like just watching me eat shitty food, you know? It's not like
Right.
I was like careful about what I ate. It's just I
Yeah,
just was
right.
like, oh, look at this and look at this, and I'd be like, holy shit, all of that is so horrible. You didn't need half of that. And so then I
So
would
you're,
look at
like,
time
becoming-
frames, and I go, okay, when did I eat last? I'm like, oh, it's 2 o'clock. I'm like, oh, well, it's 7 o'clock. I have to
Yeah.
eat. I'm like, but like, I'm not hungry. I'm probably just stoned and want the taste of food,
Yeah.
but I don't need it, you know? So the more that I do this, I realize, like, man, we really don't eat
Just
out of
habit,
necessity. Like,
yeah.
yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm hungry, I'm bored. It's this time, eat, right?
Yeah.
And like, and the thing is too, I'm not fucking, it's not for everybody, you know? And like, I don't expect anybody to like try and do it, you know, based on like something I said or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I think it helps me. And like I said, especially the stuff that I've learned from it, like something like that, it's like, wow, I really don't need to eat. So like, I even watched a video the other day and the guy was talking about it, saying the same shit where he was just talking about intermittent fasting, and like he was doing 16 and 8, so 16 hours off and 8 hours you can eat.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Okay.
but I'm like, that's cute. I'm like,
Yeah.
8 o'clock, 4 hours later, so 8 o'clock a.m. would be like breakfast type
Yeah.
shit,
So
you
you
know?
get 8 hours sleeping, and then so you go 8 hours without eating.
But,
and then
but
you can eat
yeah,
the
but
rest of the
Yeah,
time.
no,
right.
you go 16 hours
16
without
hours,
eating.
so as soon
Then
as
you
you're
eat
up-
for 8 hours. But what I'm saying is like cute. Like in my mind, so picture this, right? Usually breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you know, 8, fucking 12, and like 6 or some shit, right?
Right.
5 or 6, right?
They're all
You're
like
like
8 hours
9, 10 hours apart, right?
Yeah.
So to be like, oh, I can eat in 8 hours, it's like, well, yeah, like most people do, you know? So like, some people only eat in 1 hour or 2 hours or 3 hours or whatever, right? But so he's talking about this thing, and he was saying like, it's gone, man.
Dang.
Shit.
Dang.
Shit, I can even picture the guy in the video and everything, but
About like the times you eat at, when you eat.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
Oh no, okay, here we go. So they didn't have to do with that. It's just that's what he was going on about.
Right.
But it was about the hunger thing. So he was the numbers did have to do with it. So he was not eating for 16, then eating for 8 hours.
Right.
So then like by the end of because in the video it's like it would be him like narrating or talking right to the camera, and then it would be like it would come back to him, and he would have like the fucking phone and be like, look, like I actually forgot, and it's been 17 hours or whatever, right?
Yeah, okay.
And then like he's like, I started asking myself, I'd be like, hey, it's been 17 hours or it's been 16 hours. This is the time that I'm supposed to eat.
Right.
Are you actually hungry, or are you just like, now it's time to eat?
Yeah.
And he like sits and thinks about it, and he's like, no, like has a glass of water and
Yeah.
he continues on and does whatever, right?
Yeah.
He's like, until like it actually like bugged me, and he's like, so then he has the phone, and he's like, look, he's like, I went fucking 21 hours or something, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, crazy, you know? Like, so it's the same concept of the like am I actually hungry?
Yeah.
So even sometimes I'll like not long ago we went somewhere, and I was like, I want to go with everyone and eat, but I'm not like hungry, and it's I'm always hungry. I'm stoned most of the time, so I'm hungry, right?
yeah.
But it's
you
like,
don't wanna,
I know that I don't need it, and like
Yeah.
whatever, it's not of necessity. But then I still went and had like a little fucking thing, you know what I mean? But like, so I guess what I'm saying by that is like I won't let it like bug me in a sense like that, where I'm like, no, I can't go, or like, oh, I'm gonna come and sit and like drink water, you know? I'll still like do shit like that, but at the same time I'm like, I'll make sure in my head like, am I hungry? Do I need it? Is that gonna benefit me in
Yeah.
any way, you know?
Yeah. Another thought that's similar to that is like, am I full? You know, like when you're
Yeah.
jamming food into you and you just keep doing it. Well, there's like, if you just fucking waited a little bit, you would realize I am full and I don't need the rest of that, you know?
Yeah, your body like
It takes like 20 minutes or something.
yeah, like you actually get that full signal like way after like you're actually
Actually
full.
yeah.
So like
And I
you
believe
like
it,
stuff
man.
yourself, right? So you're supposed to stop eating when you're like feel 80% full.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like when you're close to feeling
So-
full, just like
I may
stop
be
eating.
able to eat that other slice
instead of like that
Yeah.
stuffed feeling, you know,
Yeah.
when you're just like,
My parents always said that you
Can't
should
eat
leave the
another
table
thing.
hungry
Yeah.
or whatever. Like, not hungry, but leave the table like still like wanting something.
Right.
And like, but the thing is like, I don't think that like I believe that they just read it somewhere, but either they didn't know why,
Yeah.
or like they didn't tell us why. But like in later years, I'm like, oh, it's because it takes 20 minutes for you to find out you're fucking full.
Full, right?
So then like leave the table hungry, because you're like, oh, like you said, can I have that other piece of pizza?
Yeah.
Most of the time I fucking can,
Yeah.
but then I either get halfway through or I finish it and I'm like,
Should have
oh
done
shit,
that.
man,
Yeah.
like wait 5
For
more minutes,
sure.
you know. But actually, just the other day, man, I can't remember where the fuck I was. Oh man, where the fuck was I? I think I was with Bully though. Anyways, maybe he'll remind me. But we were somewhere anyways, and we ate like, fuck, it must have been all you can eat, maybe. I don't know. But anyways, we ate a bunch of fucking food.
Yeah.
And I was like when we left, like I was like, oh, like I'm pretty full. And whoever I was with, I don't know if it was him or not, but whoever I was with was like sick. Like, oh man, like it's over. Like before we even like got up from the table, like it's over. Like,
Just
oh man,
stuffed.
like oh man. And I was like, oh, it's not that bad. Yeah, whenever we walk out, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of full, whatever. And then it like got worse and got worse. And then like I think we even like went and had a nap or something, you know? Fucking and then, well, not together. Shit. But anyway, so
Just to
but
clarify.
but then later we were somewhere else. Oh shit. No, now I remember. Fuck, it's gonna come to me. Oh man. We went to the nerdy bingo, and the guy beside me won a PS5.
No way.
Yeah, he has 3 of them now, he said.
What the
Yeah,
fuck?
he's like, I need one for downstairs. My wife's
I
gonna-"
bet.
I'm like, oh, you fuck. So, and then Flox was trying to buy it off. He's like, no, he literally got up with it and fucking like left the building.
No way.
Yeah. But the reason why I say that and why I remember that is because I was like, where was I when it hit me again? We're standing outside smoking a joint before we go in. I'm like, I think I'm full again. But I hadn't eaten anything, or maybe drank some water or something, but like really nothing had changed. It's just like half an hour later now, and I'm like, I'm full again. Like shit.
Hits you, man.
It's like I just got over it, and then it like hit me again.
Comes back, yeah.
But yeah, the other thing too, man, is even just when I started working out, we were taking like protein and stuff like that, and like I looked it up to see how much you need and all this, whatever. And it has something to do with your body weight, and I don't remember the math, but I do remember that mine was around like 30 some grams of protein.
Protein, right? Yeah.
Per like fucking serving or like meal or whatever, right? So and that's not just protein powder, that's just any type of protein, like so chicken or like whatever, right?
Yeah.
So then like that being said, like we figured out how long it takes for you to digest that, right?
Right.
So 30 grams of protein in 2 hours. So then like technically you could give yourself protein every 2 hours in a day or whatever, right?
Okay.
And but as long as like you would have to be like working out to actually like get it.
Yeah.
But there's a point to this, I promise, man. But so then we figured all this out, right? It's like, okay, yeah. Then I started thinking about it. I'm like, man, the amount of shit, and not even just protein, like even just other shit that I eat, too much of. So then it's like, oh yeah, no, I'll have 2 fucking chicken breasts. It's like, well, that's fucking 90 grams of protein.
Yeah.
60 grams of that is just
gone.
Yeah, you wake up tomorrow and see it again, you know?
Yeah.
Like but the rest of it you like take in. So like even that, it's like, oh man, I want that other piece of pizza, I want that other piece of chicken.
Yeah.
But none of it is like, none of it's good for me. I'm just gonna hurt my stomach later. I fucking don't need it, you know, like whatever. But either way too, like my brother's kind of sick of me talking about it. He's not this guy, my other brother. But he even said yesterday, he goes, it's like he turned vegan or something. And I was like, no, it's not vegan. He goes, no, it's just like you're talking about it all the time. She fucking asked me a question, you know? She asked me about it, so I'm answering. But yeah, no, and even too, like I'm like I said, I'm not like, go do it or like, oh, like whatever. But I mean, even just go, like, say you ate dinner tonight at fucking 6 o'clock or something, just go till 6 tomorrow and just fucking see how it feels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like even that, like one time I did a 56 hour, I think, so it's just over 2 days, and I did that, or 52 maybe, actually, I might have lied, but either way 50 some hours. And me and my son, we made these fucking Caesar salads with chicken and shit, and it actually fucking, I took a picture of it, it looked like bows.
Yeah.
But we actually took the carrots, grated them up, and like, you know, did all this shit, and real bacon and everything. But anyways, I made that after this fast. I ate it, and like fucking later on, I was standing there on the deck and I was smoking a joint in the sun, and I swear I felt like Mario when he eats the mushroom. Like, it goes boop, 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 and I just felt like, whoa, man. Like, and I wasn't even working out at the time either. Like, so before I was working out, but it was just the way, like, I guess what it was my body's like starving for some shit.
Right.
And then I give it this,
Whatever
and it's
you
like,
give
oh, it's the best I
yeah.
could have.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, shit. But yeah, it's like, even like I said, like that shit. And then like, it's originally that's what I felt was like, oh, the first day, oh wow, it's really good to eat food again. Like, mind clears up, everything's like whatever, right? But then like I said, the more I did it and the longer I did it, I see so many other like benefits. Like,
yeah.
For sure, man. Your body's a temple.
Man, I know a guy.
Even if that's just like, sorry, like just like the start of like,
Just better eating habits.
or
whatever
just
it is.
like better lifestyle habits, like
yeah,
all
in
around,
general,
right?
yeah.
Like if that leads to, fuck, I don't know, whatever it is.
No, I know what you mean, though.
feel
It's
it's
just
just
like-
like one
well,
step
'cause
closer to
yeah,
being like
exactly.
disciplined. Okay, and I've mastered this thing. What can I do next? You
It's
know? And,
true
like,
though, because
You
it's
learn
like,
how to
that's,
say no.
Yeah,
to all
exactly,
these
yeah.
temptations.
but that's it. Is that's already like proven is that I've like learned like a bunch of things from it. You know,
Yeah.
even like I've learned about it itself. Just like other than the stuff I've like watched or read, I've learned shit myself just doing it. Be like, oh, it's this, it's that, and whatever. But then I've also learned stuff about me, myself, you know, and shit like that. So
I feel like in like a couple of years you're gonna be fucking like jumping out of planes and shit. Like, oh, I'm just
Yeah,
testing my
yeah.
limits.
yeah. Well, man, I actually one time I had a guy ask me, he's like, "You want to jump out of a plane this year?" Well, sorry, you want to skydive this year? I'm like, and he had these like really tall like bar stools in his house, and so I was sitting on it, and I was just like, "Just give me a second." I sat on the edge and I like looked down, and I just pictured like the plane and everything.
Falling,
you know, and I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, it wasn't that. It was the sitting on the plane, being like, "Okay, jump."
Right.
And earlier that year, I went to the piers and jumped off, but I hadn't been there like since I was like fucking 17 or something. So whenever I went there, I climbed up and went, I don't know if I can do this, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I hadn't been swimming in fucking 10 years or some shit, you know? Like, wow, whatever. But shit, man.
Yeah.
So then, like, well, you can fucking,
No, they jump for you.
you can climb down the
Oh,
ladder.
you mean in the plane?
Oh, anyways, I'm talking about the piers. So, I'm standing on the piers going, I don't know if I can do this. Like, fucking, I was actually thinking about walking down the ladder. If I'm not wrong, actually, I might have climbed partway down the ladder and then jumped off. No.
Jumped off.
I jumped off. But anyways, either way, I did it, and I was like, okay, yeah, like, because the whole time I was standing there thinking about it, I'm like, just do it, because you know, like, once you do, you're like, that was awesome, let's do it again. Like,
Yeah.
you've done it 100 times before, like, do it. So I did it. So then, anyways, now like a couple weeks later, buddy's asking me this, and I'm sitting on the fucking stool, pretending I'm looking down at the ground. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, am I gonna do it? Am I gonna do it? And like, I was like, yeah, because of the same theory, like you've proven this many times. This is gonna be fun, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, and I was like, just turned, I'm like, yeah, I'd fucking do it. I'm like, yeah, for sure, man. We were like gonna do it, and we never ended up doing it. But then now, like this is probably about 5 years. Oh no. Anyways, whatever. Sometime later, I'm sitting there and I was trying to like think of the same shit, and I'm like, nope, probably going down with the plane, man. Nope. So I don't know. My mind has changed, but at the same time, like, depends. Like,
We'll see.
I think it would be cool.
Skydiving.
future Style says.
I would skydive before I bungee jumped.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
For sure.
I'd rather be given the chance to belly flop than fucking just you're diving head first, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
at least let me go out with some style. Like, yeah, man,
Yeah.
you did a belly flop, bounce 300 feet in the air.
Yeah, for sure, man.
But-
But yeah, I'd probably be the same. Like, I don't know.
I'd rather go splat on the ground than fucking be in a wheelchair for the rest of my life.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. You ever see the thing?
There's a dude that survived.
You ever see the thing they do in the fucking, it's like in Africa or some shit?
Oh,
Um,
yeah. They
It's
jump
like
off
a
the thing.
vine or something.
Yeah.
But it's not a like boing, like any shit like
It's like
that.
they hit the
It's-
fucking ground.
They fucking go, and this thing, it goes tight or whatever, but then they fucking dive into the ground like this.
No way.
Yeah, man, it's fucking
What?
crazy, man. I don't know what you would call it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But
It's crazy.
I could find it. if
I was
you
gonna
want.
say, well, that's what I was saying. I'm like, I don't know what to call it to fucking even look it up.
Pull
But
it up.
you guys seen it?
No,
No, they do this thing. They have like a fucking tower, and they jump and they like dive into the ground. It's like these African people like they like get up afterwards. Like it's not like they're dying and shit.
I get it.
But it's weird. It's weird. It has like and the vine is like, it's not like boing, you know? It's just like, so they dive out and it's just like, I swear it's like to get taller or something.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but I found a video of it.
Oh, sick. Brass.
It's only on my phone though.
What?
Yeah, I'll try to bring it up here.
What? But yeah, I also realized too, we're like fucking 40 minutes in, and I think
No
all
way.
we talked about was
Food.
Fasting.
fasting and food. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Fast
But
food.
even too, man, like people are always like, you, like, oh, sorry, I'm eating food in front of you, or like, oh, I'm cooking food
Yeah,
in front
right,
of you,
yeah.
or oh, whatever.
It's like
Talking
drinking in
about
front
food
of,
or whatever, you know? Yeah, and I'm like, no, like, I know I'm probably just a different case, but I'm like, yeah, like, don't get me wrong. It's not that it bugs me. Yeah, I see it. I'm like, yeah, I want to eat it, but like, I like to see it. I like to smell it. Like, I feel like I ate it type thing. You know what I mean? Like, I had an experience or whatever. You know?
Yeah.
I know what it tastes like. So like, and I don't need it. You know? And like, so again, that's the thing too. Is like the discipline, I guess, right? So
Yeah.
like, I also like to test myself or to do that shit. You know, like even I had this box of donuts right last night. But he's like, yeah, you can take them home. Yeah, cool. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah. So later I was like, just want to look at them again.
Yeah.
And open them up. I'm like, yeah, they're like, man, you're teasing yourself. I'm like, no, I'm enjoying them with my eyes. Like, and then I was like smelling them, like
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And they're like, oh, come on now. And I'm like, no, I'm getting it, you know? Because also too in Indian culture,
eating them in my mind.
Yeah.
in Indian culture, they believe in using all 5 of your senses. I was gonna say senses, for eating.
Oh yeah.
So you see the food when, like, so say when you're cooking it, right? You like see it, you touch it, you smell it cooking, you hear it cooking, right? But then now, when you're eating it, you see the presentation. They don't use utensils either, right? So you see the presentation, you smell it,
Right.
you touch it, and you taste it,
Yeah.
right? I don't know if you really hear it when it's on the plate, but you hear it when it's
Depends
cooking or
what you're
whatever, right?
eating, I guess.
But they say like, so even too, like they'll go in the kitchen and like watch people cook it,
Yeah.
or like help a little bit to get that experience as well and
Right.
shit, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, whenever everybody told me that, I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty crazy, you know? Like,
Yeah.
so even when I was doing that, I see that like same shit where I'm like, oh, it's as if I've already enjoyed it myself, you know? Especially
Right.
when you know what it is, because like that's a big thing right now with us is like, I know what that tastes like. Oh, I want pizza. Oh, I know what that tastes like. Oh, I'm really craving fucking chicken nuggets right now. I know what that tastes like already, you know?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like, I don't need it, you know?
Right.
Something
You
real
like
quick though.
visual it, taste it.
I was starting to say this earlier. Just on the fasting thing. So I was talking about on the third day it reverses terminal illnesses and stuff. So we know a guy that had MS and diabetes, and I don't know if it was because of the MS or whatever, but he had some kind of like inflammation and stuff like that in his body and stuff.
Right.
And he was like kind of bigger, and he ended up at the same time too, like most people would tell this story without saying this, but like he was working out and eating healthier. That was another change he made. But he did 2 7-day fasts in a year, and he no longer has MS, diabetes, and all the inflammation and shit's gone from his
Really,
body.
eh?
And like I said, he's been doing other shit, you know, but I'm like, if people are saying this and he's saying, like, this is a guy that I know, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? And he's saying this, and I saw it, like, you know what I mean? Then like, clearly it, you know,
There's something to it.
Yeah. And they do say like a lot of it is depending on people and like whatever.
Right.
For sure. Well, I remember this guy going off like on how like inflammation is
It kills
like,
us.
Well, that's like the biggest cause of everything, right? Like
Kills
it's
us.
like if you're
Stress
suffering
on
from
the
this thing, it's
body.
like because of inflammation of this thing.
Yeah.
If this thing is a problem, it's because of inflammation of this thing. It's
Right.
like most of the things that we suffer from are because of inflammation, and then inflammation happens because
Bread and
you know,
cheese.
yeah, like just poor diet, like you
Yeah.
know, lack of exercise or whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
Even too, man, like my back and shit, right? So like the doctor gave me pills. They gave me like these I think it's like apanaproxen maybe.
Yeah.
It's like it's an anti-inflammatory.
Right.
But I like look it up, and it's like the same shit that's in ibuprofen or something, right? It's just a stronger dose. So, but then I got like, what were the other ones? Something good though, you know that. But the other, so point is, the other one was a painkiller, I believe, or no, muscle relaxant, and then the other one was the anti-inflammatory. I'm like, see ya, taking these ones.
Yeah.
So that I was taking those ones, and like, it was good for a bit. Like, you know, like when I took it, it was okay for like an hour. But then I'm like, hey, I'm supposed to take them every 4 hours or whatever, however many hours. But I'm like, I need another one now. So then like, my dad was like, take the other shit too. I'm like, okay. So I was taking the other shit on the regular schedule, like whatever, and fucking boom, like better, you know? Well, not better, but a change.
You can still
you know?
do stuff. Yeah, 'cause I find the same thing, right? Like if you do
Well, now sometimes I will just take the anti-inflammatory for a couple days, and it fucking goes away. And I'm like, man, it's crazy how much of that came from the inflammation. I was gonna say
Inflammatory.
Inflammation or whatever. Inflammation.
But yeah, man, like whenever because just recently, man, like I was saying to B-Show like earlier, like after Saturday night, that concert, like Sunday morning, I woke up, I literally felt like I had been hit by a truck. Like
really, eh?
every part of my body hurt, and this wasn't just because I was like at the concert. It was like the whole week of work that I've had. It's just been an absolute killer week on my body. And I've just been pushing myself to the limit, and it's just like.
Then you went and pushed yourself that.
Yeah, well, it was like the Friday, so we did the podcast Friday, so I was up late that night. It was like a long day for me, and usually I get to sleep in a little bit Saturdays, but that didn't happen because Shannon had to go see her mom. She had like a bunch of personal stuff going on. So I was running around with this little guy all day long, and then went to the concert that night. So I was up way later than I usually am in those nights too.
Drinking.
So I had a few drinks as well. So I woke up Sunday just fucking wrecked. Like every part of my body hurt. And like, you know how hot it was this weekend, right? Like it was just stupid hot. So Sunday was the start of that heat. And I was freezing cold. I'm in this house with fucking sweatpants, sweater, blanket, just like shivering. Like, so your body, my whole body's just hurt. Like but I didn't feel sick. Like I wasn't stuffy. My throat didn't hurt. Like
you need a fast, bro.
Like I was just felt like fine, but like my body was just ready to shut down. Right? Like I had no fucking energy. I had nothing left. Right? And I my body just wanted to quit. So so when I do when I get to those points, right, when my back hurts and fucking I use the Motrin, which is the muscle relaxant and anti-inflammatory ones, the extra strength ones.
Motrin is
I usually use Robax.
I've never tried those ones, I don't think.
Man, if
but
you
the
take
Motrin's the
two
ones
of the extra strength, like I'm not saying it fucks you up, but there was like, depends on the night, right? But there was a couple nights where like, and not like fucked me up, but like.
You probably need a bit more than I. You're a bigger dude
later,
too, right? So you probably need a little bit more.
But like a couple hours later, I'm sitting there like, well, I guess I'll go to bed. And I went upstairs and was like, like up the stairs, you know, like bouncing off the walls and shit. I'm like, oh, I'm pretty like, you know, like, but like I said, you're not like fucked up. It's over the counter. You can't like, but you feel it like you're just a little extra tired, kind of like, you know,
for sure. Well, I wouldn't have.
But they're the
same.
For sure. They're the same. It's muscle relaxant and anti-inflammatory as well.
Those do the trick for me, definitely.
But see, like I said, I was so blown away because like sometimes now I will just take the anti-inflammatory for a couple of days. Boom, gone. And like, what the fuck, man? All of that was just because I ate bread and cheese, man. No. But apparently bread and cheese, someone warned me that. They said, oh, if you have a back issue and all this and whatever, then like stay away from bread and cheese.
I should do that, man. I have a bagel. Like that's my breakfast every morning. It's fucking
bagels are like
bagel peanut butter.
They're like concentrated bread. You know what I mean?
Like thick and
Oh, they're so good though.
Oh, and if you, man, you know what, man? Yeah, I need to take a second and pat myself on the back, baby.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, oh man, if you know how much fucking bread and fucking sugar and like meat sticks I have not eaten, like, man, fill the basement. I'm telling you, like, and this is just in like since like May or April or something or like whatever, right? May, springtime, I guess, right? Yeah, like, and like I'm not even kidding you when I say like fill the room. Like, even like if you just took every time that I walked by something, it was like, oh no. Fill the room, man. But I used to eat like a lot of bread, like a lot of bread. When I started not eating bread was when I noticed like I eat a lot of bread. So I'd be like, oh yeah, whatever. Like I would even try and like consciously not eat too much bread, But I wouldn't realize, like, I had a sandwich earlier with 2 pieces of bread.
Yeah.
And then I had fucking a burger and a hot dog. And then fucking later I had a sub. And I'm like, I just had a fucking lot of bread. Like,
all day long, yeah.
But yeah, if you knew how much of that shit I have not eaten, man, it's crazy. But the reason why I stopped and was going to pat myself on the back was because I thought, you know what? All that is because of fucking, like discipline or fucking, what was the other word you guys used?
I don't know.
Discipline, willpower? I don't know.
Willpower, self-aware.
But anyways, yeah, so I was like, oh, actually, you know what? That's fucking pretty good, I guess, yeah. Because usually I have the worst discipline. I'm like, oh, like, money, like, who else wants to just have it for stuff? Like, you have cool stuff, like, I'll take it. Like,
no, you're breaking a bad habit for sure, man.
That's it, too. They say food is an addiction, man.
It is,
food
absolutely.
It is an addiction.
Consumption.
Because, like, you can get carried away with it, right? Like,
sure.
Definitely, yeah.
Even drinks, man. You know, like sugary
do.
drinks too. Like, yeah, food, drink.
Man, you eat a bag of candy, have a Gatorade, and then fucking have 3 beer later that night. That sugar is insane, man.
Yeah, it's
they did a study.
So it takes your blood sugar a lot longer to like lower too, right? So like, let's say you eat a bunch of like sugary stuff and it spikes your like blood sugar, your insulin levels or whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Like it takes a long time for it to get back to like a normal level.
Yeah.
So like let's say if you like eat a bunch and then wait a few hours and then eat a bunch more. You know what I mean? Like
it's
you're never
half-life.
Gonna be able to get back down.
Yeah.
To
it's like the half-life, so you still
point.
always you still have it high when you're fucking eating more. Like
So like it's like you're never getting yourself back to like a good state, right?
Level,
and then you get used to feeling like that,
yeah,
so that feels normal, right? And then you become dependent on like, oh, I need this sugar boost or like this whatever.
So they say that like, I don't know what year it was, but I do believe like it was like maybe in the 70s or something. Like it was like some time ago. They said like the average, I don't know if it was average household or average like human, and I don't know if it was the States or North America altogether, but it was something like, I don't know, but either way, now it's a lot more. Like, so it'd be like you'd have like fucking something like, I don't know, like 5 pounds of sugar or something like that in a year or something. Like I said, it might be household or some shit. But then now, like it was 2022 or something like that. They said it's like fucking 100 or 500 or like it was something crazy different.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, what the fuck? But it's because there's so much sugar in shit, first of all. But then also too, like, I didn't see this, but Bully was telling me about it. They had an experiment where they had all these mice in like a maze thing or whatever, and they had 2 bottles of water. One bottle had sugar, and the other one had cocaine. So the pretty much even amount, the mice were going to like these ones to these ones and these ones to this one, you know, and then they
took away the coke.
They took away
or both of them. I think we talked about this.
Yeah, they took away. No, what the fuck?
They got more addicted.
Yeah,
they got more addicted to
the
sugar.
Yeah, they were more addicted to the sugar in the end. However, it was. I might have explained this on another episode, but
I think you did.
But either way, yeah. So in the end, like, I forget the story, but in the end, they were more addicted to the sugar, and they would rather. Oh, it was a shocking thing. So what it was when they would go into the room where the products were, they would get shocked on the floor or whatever, right?
Yeah,
so then they would leave. So then some of the ones that were going to the cocaine were now leaving and going to the sugar, basically proving that the sugar is more worth it. But then they showed like, they did another one where it was like they were shocking, like when they would actually like go to get the fucking water or whatever. And then eventually they were all just going to the sugar. So it's showing that like, they would rather the sugar
and have sugar,
and then and then I think what it was is then they turned off the shocking shit and the cocaine and they still went to the sugar or some shit.
Right.
But either way, it just all of this showed that like they just wanted that sugar, you know. And someone explained this to me years ago. They're like, man, you ever wake up on a Sunday after partying or something and like you want candy and shit? I'm like, I like always want candy, but I definitely like on Sundays, like, yeah. And he's like, because sugar and cocaine both release dopamine in your brain.
Right.
So, and then they have like the same effect on your brain in the sense that like, so you're not like high off of sugar, but your brain, it's the same reward system as cocaine,
right,
or certain drugs, right? So then you go out on a Saturday and you do cocaine, but then you wake up on Sunday and you're like, well, like your logical mind, it's like, I'm not going to do cocaine because I have to work tomorrow and it's a Sunday and whatever, right? But your like subconscious mind is like,
eat a bunch
yo,
of
we
food.
could eat that sugar and I could get what I want, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you eat the fucking sugar, right? So that just proves the same shit, that like sugar has that same addictive property. So with the more consumption now, I believe is from that, where it's like, and there's probably a lot more like shit like that available or whatever, you know, like the drinks and the candy and the fucking whatever.
For sure.
But yeah, the sugar consumption has gone up like crazy in people, man.
Absolutely.
We're all getting fat.
Definitely, I gotta cut it out for sure.
Yeah, I do feel good though, man.
No doubt, bro.
I just fucking
no doubt.
I don't know, and I like working out. I'm getting a little bit bigger too. I like it. My shoulders are rounding. I got traps here. Keep a couple extra traps.
Look out, man.
Yeah. No, but yeah, no, it feels good. What's new with you guys?
Yeah,
I feel really bad, man. We're like
almost
an hour in. I just kept going on about it.
It was a good lesson on fasting, and then
it is
for sure.
Like I said, like I'm not saying everyone go do it, but if you're interested, try it out. Like I said, do 24 hours and just fucking feel it out.
Even the guy that I worked with last year, actually, he was really big into this. He started doing it right towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
And like he wouldn't eat breakfast or whatever.
Yeah.
And same thing, you just I guess
like
drink
intermittent
water.
fasting or like fasting days.
Just eat dinner. Probably.
Well, he definitely didn't. I think it was more the intermittent thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
He just like, so he would go to bed at night and then wake up in the morning, not eat breakfast. I think maybe skip lunch and get towards like the end of the day, or like eat shortly after lunch, middle of the day kind of thing.
Guys that drink coffee and smoke cigarettes all day.
Yeah.
But you can't drink coffee if you're fasting.
I mean, it's probably not necessarily as anyone's technically fasting.
Not with that attitude. Well, I mean, like.
A lot of people just take it as like.
Well, but either way, I took it as not taking in anything. And I know that because anything turns into sugar in your body.
Yeah, right.
So, and what you're trying to do is use up the sugar and the fat in your body. So if you give it any of that, then you can't. You've changed the fast, which I will admit. Monday night at 6 o'clock was when I last ate. Well, no, I last ate at like 6:30. But I was sitting there on the couch afterwards, and I was like, "Oh wait, what time is it? I need to know." And it was, I believe, it was 6:15. So I went 4:15 today. 94 hours.
Yeah.
But my point is what I'm saying, I have to admit that the next morning I woke up, I ate my vitamins and took my CalMag pills, which I don't think breaks the fast. I looked it up. The CalMag pills don't. It says vitamins don't, but it wouldn't come up about chewy gummy vitamins.
Oh, yeah,
and
right.
I think technically, if you want to be a dick about it, I broke my fast that day. So that would be Tuesday. So then if you really want to say that was me breaking my fast, I still went like 76 hours or something like that.
Man, either way, right?
But
you're like,
too little gummies.
You're doing.
I wouldn't count it.
You're doing a good thing, man.
Yeah,
I like to see it for sure. I like the change in attitude, the change in motivation.
I can do girl push-ups now.
No, for real, man. Like
that, ladies.
Yeah.
Keep it up, honestly.
Freaking right, thanks, man. I'm gonna try.
Right into the new year.
Fucking right. Actually, whenever I have my birthday, Bully's like, so you got any like birthday wishes or resolutions?
Yeah.
Nah, man. But yeah, no, I'm actually
He's
Yeah.
He's
Oh, actually, by the way, everybody, we have a new T-shirt graphic.
Oh,
if you want to go check it out, it's a link in the bio or whatever, and it's pretty cool. Actually, right now, you guys are going to see this before then, but there's a 40% off sale right now on everything. Every graphic and every item that is sold on the Redbubble site. And but that's only until September 10th, which is Sunday, and it ends at 11:59 p.m. So do not forget. You have
go
to
get it right now.
Go get it.
And I was looking at it. It's about, I forget what it is. I think it's $23 maybe or something. Or no, wait, sorry. It's like $17, I think.
Yeah, nice.
Which
reasonable.
With tax, or not with tax, with shipping, it comes to like fucking almost $30, I think.
Yeah.
But if you get a couple or you pitch with a friend, you get the shirt for like $24 or something.
Be worth it.
Yeah, and that's with shipping, $24.
For the boys.
Get a bunch of shirts too, or you could get what's the other thing? Laptop skin.
Laptop. You get all sorts of things.
You get it on a shower curtain.
Yeah. I was gonna say muscle shirt because you're like.
Oh yeah, muscle shirt. Yeah, no, this is just what I do in the shower. Shit, man.
Yeah.
So there was a shooting at Lil Baby's concert.
Was there? Never heard of it.
So I believe it was like a little while ago, like maybe last weekend or like before that. But I forgot. And then there was a post I saw the other day or today, and it was this guy. Tip of the day, write shit down, man.
Yeah.
And last week I was like, yo, man, whenever I see these things, I should go and research them. I just watched the video and went, cool, this guy got shot. But he was in a hospital bed talking about him getting shot. Oh, yeah. I'm like, that happened, yeah.
Crazy.
Like, crazy, yeah.
Wasn't there some shooting near Ottawa recently, too?
There's been a lot of fucked up shit around here lately.
Like a wedding or something, a wedding
Yeah.
party got shot up.
That's right. That was in the south, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like 2 people
2
got
dead,
killed.
6 injured, yeah. No idea what that was about.
Crazy. Some dude jumped off a building downtown too.
Yeah.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Didn't hear that about what, like today? When did that happen?
Like yesterday, the day before.
Yeah, I
man.
think exactly. It was yesterday or the day before,
Yeah.
for sure.
Damn.
I see.
They showed the picture of him and stuff.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they showed the,
like he
On the
was like
ground
wrapped
with,
up.
like,
You could see his shoes.
Yeah, you could see.
Oh,
his
right,
or
right,
her.
Yeah.
But I think everyone is saying it was a guy. But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. It's getting
Imagine
crazy
he
out
was
here.
pushed. No, I shouldn't start that. I'm sorry. Shit, man. Shit got real dark here. You guys got any jokes for us? Hurry up. You gotta save us, man. Oh, shit.
Any drinks over there?
Says the Mabel. Is it not in there?
no, our fridge is
Okay.
empty.
Hey, you want one of these?
I'd probably take one, yeah. Thank you, boys.
PBR. Okay, nobody smell for a little bit.
That's one of those fast farts.
Shit, man. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. So, there was something I really wanted to talk about too, and I fucked it.
Yeah, I feel bad because, like, fuck. I feel unprepared.
Well, I mean, I guess it was good that we talked about all that then.
For sure.
Indeed.
Definitely was. I feel like you. Definitely some shit.
I hope nobody feels dumber after that shit.
Feel dumb right now, actually.
Oh, shit. Oh, man, you know what I totally
Maybe
forgot
need to
about?
fast.
Shit fast.
Forgot to shout out our boy JDG out in Squamish. Gang, gang, baby.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Always supporting the boys.
Yeah, man, he was just on the telephone with my friend over here. He's probably drinking a neutral right now, like my friend over here.
Yeah.
So Riverside Fest tonight.
Is that what's going on?
7 Lions or something. There's also
Lions?
Zed's Dead. 7 Lions.
No.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Zed's Dead. Zed's Dead, baby.
Zed's dead.
Zed's Dead's playing here?
Yeah, on
Tonight, yeah.
Sunday, I guess. I think. Tell me more.
If you know. I know City Folk is coming up soon. Not that that's really fucking whatever.
Sometimes they have good shit though.
Yeah. Last year was pretty good. The lineup last year. Yeah.
Yo, what was the fucking the air balloon festival?
Yeah, that's actually, so there's a bunch of fucking emergency landings, I guess, with the hot air balloons this year.
What?
You guys see that?
No.
There's like a handful of balloons that had to land like throughout the whole city, I guess.
Huh, I never even heard about that.
Yeah.
Either. I guess it's because Canadian news is all fucking
You can't
blocked.
get it, yeah.
Yeah, isn't that fucked up?
It's so weird,
Yeah.
man.
At
I don't
first was
understand
like,
it.
Whenever people were talking about it coming, I'm like, whatever, I don't care. I'm like, I don't really want to see it anyways.
Yeah.
You know? But then, like, as soon as
It's just, like, nice to see this shit,
No,
you know?
yeah, well, but I don't want to see it. You know what I mean? Like, so I'm like, cool, but listen, as soon as I'm done, you're like my brother. I'm like another few more words. You'll be like, oh, you do agree with me. What I'm saying is like, and now I don't even want to talk about. So I think it's dumb, but at the same time, like, yeah, it's gone.
The news being
No.
blocked.
So no. I thought that it was good. I'm like, yeah, fuck, I don't care. Cool. Like, I don't need that shit on my feed. Like,
Right.
whatever, right? Side note, everyone still posts the fucking news anyways. But then whenever the fires are happening out west, I'm like, holy shit, that's why we need it. Because people out west are like, I don't even know what's going on. I don't know where to go, what to do. And I'm like, holy fuck. I'm like, man, this is crucial to like, and that's just like natural disaster. Like, make that like an invasion or like some fucked up shit. We're like, oh yeah, I have no clue. They're like knocking on your door. You're like, oh shit. So I was like, oh wait, we fucking need it, man.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
But even too, like you said, even if it's not like detrimental to our fucking existence, it's still nice to see the.
But it's so like I don't even really fully get it, right? It just means that like I can't share news articles on any social media platform.
They're not going to show
that is only because Meta. They have to buy into it. Like they basically have to pay the
because
CTV
they're like
to be able to share that news,
which is dumb, right? Because
and they don't want to pay the money,
right?
Yeah.
Does any other news outlet in the world do that?
No,
like,
that's fucking Trudeau trying to take control right there for sure. Like that's 100% fucking.
Because it's like
they're just trying to. That's like
it's
a
like
whole
them saying
other
like this, like
control.
we are content creators. And this is our content, and you have to pay us in order to distribute it, right? Like that's kind of what they're saying.
Yeah.
But it's like you're not content creators. You're a news outlet.
Yeah.
You don't like you're. Yes, people come to you for clicks, right? Like that's what it's all about these days. You got to get the clicks. That gets you the revenue. That gets you the eyes. That makes, you know what I mean? So like,
I think it's meta though. Like they, like it's not the individual. Like
they just don't want to pay, right?
They don't want.
Same with Google. Like Google, they don't want to pay to. Which makes sense. I get that. Why would they? Why would they pay? It's news.
It's news.
It's like you're a search engine and you are a social media platform.
I'm surprised to be honest.
Ads? Are they talking about paying them for ads?
Paying them to distribute the news.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, so Facebook wants.
Because like Facebook essentially
wants Facebook to pay them.
Yeah, because those they're saying those platforms are getting paid by advertisers to show
I get what you're saying, but normally you get paid by advertisement, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if I have shit on YouTube, I'm getting paid because of the ads, right?
Right.
So that's why I ask, is because I'm saying, well, fuck, I'm like, if they're not paying them the money for the ads, like if Facebook's refusing to pay them for the ads, then I think that's fucking stupid because everyone else is getting paid for the ads and the people are going there, right? But I understand that's not what it was, but that's why I asked, because I'm like, that's fucking dumb, you know?
Right,
it's still kind of confusing, and it happened so fast, and like
really,
it was just like, oh, now this is happening
and
nobody can see it. Okay.
And implemented.
I don't kind of get what's going on, but sure, I'll go with it.
So they basically want more than that. Like they want more than their ad revenue. They want to be like, you pay us a fee to fucking be here.
And my understanding is like Trudeau's government paid into these news stations or whatever, like funded.
Well, I
believe they fund them now.
Yeah,
if
that's
I'm not
it, right?
mistaken.
A lot of news, like CBC. It's like government funded,
right? So I feel like it's just them,
can still get it
really pushing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I thought that it was like they're not putting out news on the internet at all.
No,
like I'm sure, like if you went to like Google and like you'd probably get met with like some sort of paywall to say like if you want to see this content you have to pay for it.
Yeah,
which is fucking stupid.
That is fucked.
Yeah, I've even seen newspapers like that too. Or they're like, we'll let you see like the most of it, but you do have to like pay.
Or like it's like the first paragraph, you get to read it, and then like right when it starts to like get interesting.
Yeah.
Like, oh fuck!
Yeah, that's exactly how it'll be. That's with like everything. That's the way it is. Everything's becoming a digitalized.
Oh fuck! But also too, you got to think these people are like
and a subscription to fucking access it.
Like, how can we get money? How can we make this at a prescription or a subscription?
Yeah,
like, shit.
It's so dumb, man.
It is. It's
like
crazy.
that shit in the cars, man. They have.
Isn't that the ridiculous
Mercedes or something?
Yeah.
For you to have like seat heaters, you have to pay
a subscription.
A subscription.
Oh
fee
right, yeah. I heard about
like,
that.
what the fuck, man? And like with Mercedes, it's probably massaging and shit too. But like, the fuck, keep them, man. Take them out and bring them to your house. I don't fucking want them. Yeah.
You guys, well, this is kind of like jumping a bit of a topic, but you guys see what Saudi Arabia is doing with that fucking, with the wall city?
Oh yeah, that's like
That's unreal.
Oh,
eh?
yeah.
Yeah, they're already starting to build that now.
They are,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, they are.
Because when I first heard about it, it was just like, this is a thing we were thinking about doing. And
No,
then now
they
they're
have-
actually fucking like doing it.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah, I was
videos
telling
of them.
someone about it, like, because I just heard like they showed like a rendering of it, and they're like, blah blah blah, all the stats and shit. So I was telling someone, maybe I don't know, maybe it's you, but I was telling someone about it. They're like, yeah, they already started building that.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? I just saw a thing where they're like,
Yeah.
one day we're gonna
Yeah.
do this. Like,
No, they're digging and all that.
I feel like
now.
that's what happened, because the same thing, I remember being a kid and seeing their like concept art for like that. No, it was like that. I'm good on that. It was like the man-made island that looked like a big palm tree or like palm leaf or whatever.
oh, okay, this must be before that. Or
And I'm pretty
after
sure
that.
that was in Saudi Arabia too.
Yeah. But they were gonna do one that was all these islands that looked like the map of the
you're
earth
right.
or whatever.
Yeah, that one
and then the different
fell apart though,
the
right?
different countries and continents and shit were gonna be different things. Like, so there'd be like the resorts where you stay, and then there'd be like the shopping area. You know, like there's a Canada's the shopping center and shit like that.
Yeah.
But it's like a different like island and shit, right? Like it all is the same shit.
Yeah.
But I was like, how the fuck, like, how would you, like, it's insane, man. Like, take a pile of sand, like, even take like a big bucket of sand, take it out like into like 1.5 feet of water,
Right.
and dump it.
And then how much more do you need?
It's not really gonna stack up and like out of the water first of all, but then it's gonna like go out like this too, right? So like, and that's just small scale. So now you're making this big ass fucking thing to have like shopping centers and shit on it and whatever. It's like, the fuck, man, how much fucking sand? Where are you gonna get it? How much sand are you gonna put out there? But then like, apparently that was possible.
Well, they did it right with the palm leaf.
Now
one.
they have the
I guess the earth one sort of fell apart.
Yeah.
Never came to fruition, but the other one did. And
yeah, I remember seeing, like you said, like I saw like a
yeah,
fucking
I think it was on like Discovery Channel or some shit like that.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I remember being a kid and like them showing all this concept art of what it might be like and like yada yada yada, and then sure enough, like it exists.
It exists. Man, the smoke looks like cartoony. I guess I shouldn't
not
look at the
real.
fucking camera, man.
You shouldn't.
Or not the camera, I mean the TV, the monitor. I'm just like always looking up at it, and I'm like, oh, look at that. Oh,
I can see
sick.
myself.
Sick.
How about I just go like this?
Here we go. I know those guys.
So, anyways,
So, anyways, I wish I could look at my phone. I'd tell you a whole bunch of stuff. I wouldn't. I'd probably just go on Instagram and look at stuff.
until you found something to talk about.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? Really isn't anything to talk about except that Adam22 from No Jumper is on Steve-O's Wild Ride.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah. I saw
podcast?
the clip on that.
Oh my god, I can't wait. Well, it's already out. I just can't wait until I have the time to sit down and listen
Watch
to it.
something. Yeah, yeah.
Because a lot of things is because like Steve-O is Steve-O, and most people know Steve-O and what Steve-O does, and even now, as the way he is sober and all this stuff and whatever, and even just sitting on the podcast, whatever, he's still like Steve-O, like, you know what I mean? But Adam22 is like, so I think it's cool, first of all, because it's like two of my worlds colliding, you know? It's like one person that I grew up watching, you know, and then like what do you call it, like inspired by, and then like another one that like later years now has me into this fucking podcast shit, you know. But then the other thing is they're also two different people, like, so they're both like, Adam22 is a BMX bike rider, you know, so like, and then Steve-O skateboarder, fucking hanging out with all these skateboarders and shit, right? So they would be the same type of people where they're like at the skate park and they know the same shit, right? But two different like types of people.
For sure.
Adam22 is very like, he laughs and jokes, but he's very like kind of reserved, and he like calculated and stuff, you know. He's like monotone sort of and like whatever. And Steve-O's like, yeah, man, like, yeah, like whatever. And he's just like,
just Steve-O.
yeah, let's eat dog shit and like whatever, you know. So
Yeah.
I just want to see it because of that. Because I'm like, man, like what could happen? Then also with the stuff that just happened with Lena the Plug and Adam22, they are porn stars, and like she finally did a scene with another male.
Oh,
it's a
Or
whole
whatever,
thing,
and
yeah.
like everyone was talking about it, and that's why I think he might be on the Steve-O thing. But my point is I feel like Steve-O might
and that's his girl, right?
try and bring some shit up. Yeah. Sorry, yeah. I feel like Steve-O might try and bring that up and get into it a bit. But like I said, I feel like that's why he's on the show, is because of that. You know, like.
Yeah. Has he ever been on any other podcast before?
He's been on Vlad a couple times.
Okay.
Vlad TV. And where else did I see him? I saw him somewhere else, but I couldn't watch it.
Champs?
No. I saw him on something else, but I couldn't watch it, man. I watched a little bit of it. I couldn't watch it. It was either because sometimes he like really. It was either because of him or because of the host. But sometimes Adam can be very like. You can tell, like, I think anyways, or he's whatever, but I think it's like he's either somewhere else in his mind, or he's like, I don't want to fucking be
Not
here.
feeling it.
Yeah, like, I don't want to fucking be here. So then it's like, oh, ask questions. Yeah, like, like whatever, you know? So I think it might have been because of that. I think I was like, I can't watch it. He's being like irritated.
Yeah.
Like, he seems irritated, and I'm like, I'm irritated now. Like, but yeah, I've only ever seen him on those.
Yeah.
Wonder if he would be on Drink Jams.
I
Where the fuck did I see him? I saw him on something else. But anyways, yeah. But no, I just
It wasn't on like Shawls or whatever, right? Like his.
Ooh, shit. Fuck, maybe though, cause cause I did watch that for a while. But yeah, I don't know. Either way, shout out Adam 22, man. No one cares.
No, for sure.
Like,
I almost feel like it was planned in a way too, right? Like,
yeah. I mean, I felt like it was. I thought it was. Just like, I either thought it was already happening or it was like bound to happen.
Yeah.
And it was just like whatever. But apparently, she said his dick was bigger and shit, and like
all the shit that you would want to hear. Yeah. You know. Yeah.
Especially they like just had kids and stuff. But like I said, nobody cares, man. I still love you, I guess. I guess.
Probably only
or whatever you say.
Made their business bigger. You know what I mean? Like
I wouldn't doubt it. Man, I would buy a BMX bike from his shop just to do it.
And
just to be there and do it like that.
Fuck yeah,
man. Actually, you know what? That's what I want to do, man. I want to be. I was gonna say on No Jumper. I don't have to be on No Jumper, but I would like to be. I would like to go to the store.
Yeah.
I don't actually, you know what? I don't know if the store even exists anymore, but I would like to try and like, you know, hang outside the studio or something.
Yeah.
Be like, hey.
The store doesn't exist anymore.
I'm not sure. I don't think so, but I could be wrong. If
they're still in the same spot, no? Like that little
a whole new studio thing.
Yeah, he's all different setup.
Studio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he has a big studio apparently.
Really?
There's a couple studios in there. Like shoots a couple different things, man. I want that. Let's do that.
It'd be so sick, yeah.
We won't get into like porn or anything.
Yeah.
And having like weird chicks around and shit.
Well, you never know. It's just another
lane. You never know.
Lane, you know, somebody could handle that. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, there's probably decent money in it.
Oh,
probably,
for sure,
definitely.
Okay, well, I'll get the paperwork going tomorrow.
Definitely one of the top 5 largest grossing fucking businesses in the whole world.
Oh, man.
For sure. And I'm talking like Disney and fucking everything.
Disney porn, man.
Maybe not Disney, but you know what I mean. Like, think about it. That's worldwide fucking... Think about how much fucking one girl would make on OnlyFans in a month.
One girl, 2 cups.
It's a saturated...
It's definitely oversaturated now.
It's a $97 billion a year globally.
But here's the thing, man.
Fucking
Here's
huge.
the thing, okay? I saw a thing the other day. They said
it's pretty small though, considering
this chick said
Apple is like $1 trillion company.
Right.
But,
right.
97 billion is.
But this chick, okay, so this chick said,
Should have wrote it down.
Wow, I felt like I had a good time.
Yeah, I know.
This chick said there's talent everywhere. They're talking about music. She's like a fucking AR or PR or whatever you call it from the record label type shit.
Yeah, okay.
She's like, there's talent everywhere. She's like, everybody's good. She's like, so many people come to me and go, hey, look at this guy. I'm like, yeah, he's good. But like, what's his story? And like this and that, whatever.
Right.
And then she's like, but like, you need like a certain product, right?
Yeah.
And then like,
something that
on top of it, like, marketing and everything, right? Like, so you could have that, but it's not just that that's gonna get you there.
Right.
You have to have the money and shit and like all this to like back it and get you to that and get your shit in front of the people that in front of the eyes that need to see it, you know, for the money, right?
Yeah,
but
it
then
is, for sure.
But it's like, but what she's saying is like, yeah, there could be talent everywhere. So like he's talking about like with the oversaturation and shit, right?
Yeah.
So like, cool, there's a whole bunch of shit out there, right? But you find the right lane, you find the right people, you know what I mean? Or like you find the right lane, you find the right people. You have the money and the backing and the marketing and shit like that.
Yeah.
You can get to those places, right? And I'm not saying it's easy by any means at all.
Oh yeah.
But it takes that, you know.
Yeah.
It's more than just like making a video, putting it out, and trying to sell it. It's like there's a whole other thing about it that gets you there. So like it's
can
like
you sell it?
Like even say like hockey players.
Yeah.
It's the opposite, man. You have to be fucking good, and like sure people have to see you, right? You have to play the right game and be with the right team and be in the AAA or whatever, you know.
Yeah, right.
For people to see you, yes, but at the same time, like you do actually have to be good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, and I'm not saying like with music or porn, you don't have to be good.
Yeah.
You still have to be good, but it's then to sell that product,
To sell
you
the
know, because
product,
that quality product is fucking everywhere.
Everywhere, yeah, exactly.
Pun intended, man.
I feel like that's why, you know, well, like MGK with EST and like all those little things.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That full send, right?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. That's fucking marketing, man.
Marketing, yeah. People want to live that brand, that lifestyle that they see you living while you're shouting it out, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
or whatever. Like
what
whether you move on from it or not. Yeah, Vontae's in the chat here.
I was talking to him one day, trying to get him on. We also want to do something together. Let's fucking try and do. I might have brought it up before, but try to do like a show or something, or like a couple years ago we were talking about having a football game. I think.
Yeah.
Man, imagine that.
He was at he came out to the 200th episode.
Yeah, man. Actually, yo, big shout out to Vontae Pomes from Purple Haze Nation for just being himself. But second, for like he said, he came out to the 200th episode. We had a list of people that had agreed to come, and we had a list of people that had also canceled very kind of last minute.
Yeah.
And I get it. Some of them were sick, whatever, cool. And I don't really hate anybody. I don't hate anybody. Yeah, I don't hate any of them.
None of that matters.
No, yeah. I'm just saying that he was one of them that showed up.
up.
And really, if one of the people that did show up didn't show up, not to say they would ruin it, but it might not have gone quite as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
You know,
I was happy.
Also, shout out to Bully Zone and Flux too for showing up because they were there too.
Yeah, they put on.
But like I said, any one of those guys. There, he even said BZ was there.
Yeah. Damn right.
But yeah, I swear, you know, and like
that's where it's at, man.
So it definitely relied on these dudes, man.
Yeah, they made the show that night. Absolutely. We just mumbled about a bunch of memories, and then they put on the show.
Yo, I actually was looking at what the fuck was it? Maybe it was on YouTube or something. I was somewhere looking at something, or maybe it was in my phone or something. But I saw a video, and the title was like "Remembering Dip Black" or like something. It was on our YouTube, and I was like, "Yo, what the fuck?" I was like, "Oh yeah," I'm like, "That's the fucking." The video we made or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
But yo, fucking, no, I still think it went well. It was great.
The 200th?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, man. For sure. For sure.
Had a couch and shit to sit on. It was sick.
Yeah. Oh.
It was like a king's couch type shit.
I hate it.
Looked more like the princess's couch.
It's like on the tip of my mouth. What is it called?
Soul City. Oh, no.
Yeah.
No, that's the other one.
No, that's the account. It's an account. That's one of the accounts.
The Spot? No.
Shit. I hate that.
Origin.
Yeah.
I think it's called
right.
Origin.
Yeah, you're right.
Origin in, I believe it used to be called Mechanicsville. Maybe it's not called that Mechanicsville anymore. But yeah, shout out to those guys.
If you know, you know. And
yeah, they hold shows. Well, they don't actually hold shows. You can rent it out and do your own shit. They can actually, you know what? You can get a liquor license and serve booze there as well. It's nice garage doors, stage.
It's a sick
lights,
spot.
Sound. There's a sound and lighting guy. Lives upstairs. I don't know if he does, but he was upstairs while we were there.
I wish I remembered his name, man.
Shit, man, yeah.
He was rapping.
He actually had didn't he have like a cool name? Like,
yeah, he did, for sure.
Poppy or something?
Yeah.
No, Poppy.
That was
the worst.
He's definitely well known, and I hate to be
Captain.
doing this.
Captain.
Yeah, Captain, man. Thanks, Jonesy.
See,
Shit.
does that not sound? It's like not sound the same, but like have the same in your mind, like. Pappy,
Yeah.
Captain. Anyways, I was thinking more like anyways, but yeah.
He's a good guy.
Definitely, shout out to that guy. He helped us out with the sound and the lights, and yeah, man, he helped us.
He was there all night offering help.
Didn't he give us something? No, we gave him something. I was like, didn't he give us something at the end of the night? I was like, oh no, yeah. But anyways, yeah, no, check it out. They have shows there all the time. They also have like stuff for the youth and stuff like that, and for like the smaller kids, if that's a different youth. But yeah, they have a bunch of stuff there. They do actually like drives and stuff like that. So they do like a back to school thing.
Yeah.
Such and such like this. They're actually trying to get children into making music. So the day after we were there, they had a thing where the kids were making music. Or learning to make music, learning the different aspects of music and stuff like that. So
yeah, it's real.
If you're interested or whatever, just hit them up or go check it out. And I do not have their information right now. It is the Origin.
Well, the page
on
is
Instagram.
Or Soul City
something.
I want to say
Soul City Store. Yeah, it is. Yeah, Soul City Store. I'm like 99,000% positive.
We love you guys.
In there, yeah.
Shit.
Well, I guess fucking I don't know.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah,
probably should.
See, the thing is, I would like to extend it so that we could be like, oh, we didn't talk about fasting the whole time.
But it is what it is, man.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the same thing that
for
you
a
just
last
said.
Minute.
Whatever. This was our fasting episode. This is the episode that you
learned about fasting.
Yeah, that's right, man.
That's what it is.
That's what it is. Shit, man. Okay, so you guys didn't say too much. Do you guys want to say something right now? There's other people in the room, and they were either gonna not say stuff or say stuff. And as you can see, they did not say stuff. But I just want to see if they want to say a joke or something. We don't have to put the camera on you or anything. You guys. Yeah. Okay, so he's gonna come back and destroy this shit.
Where are the skateboarding videos?
You're gonna fall like 36 fiscal minutes of me, and that's probably about it.
Yeah.
Oh, which one?
It's like 36 maybe fiscal minutes.
Oh, fiscal minutes.
Yeah.
I thought you said fistful of minutes.
Yeah.
Either way, that's pretty good. Shit. All right, he'll be back. Okay, well, I don't have anything funny to say, but I do want to shout out JDG one more time, because the thing is, usually a shout out comes at the start of the episode or the end of the episode, and that middle of the episode bullshit just doesn't work, because if he's not watching, I doubt he's going to go searching through the whole, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to listen to me blabber on that long.
Yeah.
But, so point is
Skip
we'll
over
put it right
5
at the
times.
end, and if I keep talking, it's not going to be at the end, I guess. But anyway, shout out JDG. He was on the podcast before. We did a Zoom out west. He's
Strawberries.
Squamish. Yeah, he was got the berry man or whatever.
Yeah.
Showed up. But yeah, I went out and saw him a couple years ago as well. We traveled around. I slept a little bit most of the time. And we did drink beer. And we saw the rivers. And we drove up a mountain. But anyways, like I said, extended goodbye sequence. Should I do it?
Do it.
I'm Stylez the Prophet.
I'm B Show.
And I'm Jonesy.
Together, we're the Basement Weirdos. This is the 4G Audio Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. Episode 229. Oh shit, we're into the 2-3s now. Let's go. Anyways, peace out, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Happy Friday.
Much love. Catch y'all in the next one.